Shalom. First off, I want to start by saying all praise goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to Akhmat pushing this word, and also saying honestly the whole full elect. Shalom, and Brother Korah Allah, and through this bird, we're going to get into a lesson based on what we're going through today at camp. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I actually don't even have any scriptures out yet. But yeah, we basically at the end of this thing. All right, we basically at the end of this thing. Okay, let me say that first, because people believe that this is not the end. All right, you see the wars and rumors of war. You see Russia is making moves, China is making moves. All right, North Korea, Iran, India. You see these countries preparing themselves for war. And what are we approaching? That third world war. But people, when I say people, I mean the 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, these heathens, especially the so-called white man, they believe this is not the end. All right, a lot of them think this thing's gonna blow over. All right, they think this America or this kingdom, Esau's kingdom, is gonna bounce back even stronger and better. All right, so let me go ahead and get some scriptures. Ecclesiastes, the 1 verse 9. It says, "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, it is that which shall be done." So everything you've seen already happened before. All right, we came back here in the same spirit, different flesh, the reincarnation. All right, to live out the same lot. Okay, and wars have happened before, and wars will continue to happen. Pestilence happened before, and pestilences will continue to happen. All right, until the kingdom, the Lord's, the Most High, the Son, which is the Most High Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. All right, kingdom is set up. Then that's when all these plagues will stop plaguing the earth. But until then, these things will have to come to pass, because a nation has to rise and a nation has to fall. Okay, so it says, "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done." That's why people believe the end is not yet. The end is going to take place 20 years from now, 100 years from now, in the time of my great grandkids. So listen, people been saying that from years and years on in. So when is the end actually going to come? Is it never going to come? All right. It says, "And there is no new thing under the sun." All right. So what's happening now? It happened before. It's nothing new. That's why people aren't so worried. You know. All right. But here's why you should worry. If you were elect, that is, if you're part of the 1/3. Okay. This is 2 Peter 3:10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in that which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise." And that's a clue right there. The heavens going into the kingdom, the rulership. And who's in rulership right now? The so-called white man. So this is his heaven. All right. You look around, see them skyscrapers. Okay. You see these different views and all that. And, all right. Listen, that's their heaven. It's a piece of shit, but it's their heaven. All right. 2 Peter 3:10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night." So yeah, when you're thinking, oh, everything's gonna be the same, it's happened before, blase, no big deal. Guess what, man? That's when the day of the Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, in that which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. And it said, and they shall pass away with a great noise. and shall be melted with fervent heat. Now, what can cause that? All right, what can cause a whole kingdom to burn in such a way? All right, that's gonna happen by way of those thermonuclear missiles. All right, and you see those missiles being developed. You know, you see it being developed. You see, like I mentioned earlier about Russia with their Satan II and the mother of all bombs, and you see China has their supersonic missiles. India is working on a supersonic missile, you know, and everyone is trying to prepare themselves for war. And the end of this Third World War is going to end in a nuclear blast, and it's going to melt with fervent heat and be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversations? And when it's conversations, you look that up, it's actually talking about how you conduct yourselves. All right, because if you want to be saved, you got to conduct yourself as a man or a woman that wants to be saved. And how you do that? By following the laws, statutes, and commandments according to the Bible. Okay, that's how you conduct yourselves in the way as you want to be saved. Okay. But yeah, man, like I was saying, we know this is the end because you have nations that rise and nations that fall. All right, now real quick, not to jump around, let's go to Matthew 24 real quick, man. All right. It says, it says, Matthew 24, so I go to 6, it says, and he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that he be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, because things are only going to intensify. Now, we've been hearing of wars and rumors of wars, but now things are beginning to intensify. All right? But the end is not yet. Be not troubled, the elect, because the elect is why? Because we're going to be delivered, man. Lower part of that number. We're going to be delivered. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And we see the famines. Pardon me. We see the famines, all right? We see the pestilence in diverse places. You know, I don't want to talk too much on it because then they'll flag your channel. But you know what's going on is they had the whole shutdown. And you know how that was, all right? And it says earthquakes in diverse places, and there's earthquakes going on everywhere. Okay, it says for all these things must come to pass, for nation shall rise against nation. And all these things already happened in the past when you go into different empires. Okay, you go into the Assyrians, Babylonians, the Medo Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. Okay. What all the empires they had, man. Even France at one point was a great empire, you know, for a short period. What was that shit? They had a lot of different rulers, but the main rulers, according to the scriptures, is dealing with you know, is dealing with Babylon, Medes, Persians, all right, the Greeks, the Romans, you know, those are the main ones, all right, but now, then you have NATO and the EU, you know, and they're gonna be destroyed, and after that, who's gonna be in rulership? And this is going back into the day of the Lord. Real quick, Daniel 7 and 12, I believe. This Daniel's 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. What thrones is it going into? Those different rulerships. All right, those different rulers. Okay. Daniel 7 and 8 says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. All right, and those 3 horns that were plucked up is the British, the French, and the Spanish. Okay, and that little horn is America, and America came out of the British. Okay, and behold, in his horns were eyes like the eyes of a man, and the mouth speaking great things. And that eyes like the eyes of a man is going into the pride. All right, a proud, being proud, and the mouth speaking great things, which those great things are the blaspheming the name of the Heavenly Father, okay, and the Son. I beheld, and this is America, okay, and NATO and the EU. All right, but really America is the one calling the shots. All right, and all these different nations basically bow down to America. And it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Okay, and the thrones are being cast down. All right, the Assyrian, Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. All right, they're all being cast down. All right, and their ways are being done away with, because really, America carries on the ways of all these different nations: the Greeks, the Romans, the Syrians, the Babylonians. All right, they're being carried on, you know. But all these ways, because are going to be done away with, man. You could say America basically pays homage to all these different nations, going into all these different gods, all these different the structures, how they design their buildings. They might have, like, you will see like Greek or Roman artwork on their buildings, or designs on their buildings. And you just see different gods. All right, they name the days of the days of the weeks, days of the months. You know, to worship or pay homage to these different gods, man. All these things will be done away with, okay? Because when America goes down, that's it. That's the last rulership as for men. The next rulership is going to be under the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's why I continue on to say, it says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. The Ancient of Days, that's the Most High, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. So his garment was white as snow, representing purity, and his hairs of his head was as pure wool. So he had that, you know. In other words, if the Most High himself would be considered an Israelite or a Judite. His stone was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. And that's going into those chariots, man. All right, a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, right? And 10,000 times 10,000 thousand stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. Okay, going into those angels. Okay, I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, I beheld even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. All right, and that beast originally was the Roman Empire, but then the Roman Empire came back on the NATO and the EU. Okay, that whole system lived on, but now that beast is going to be slain by way of fire. All right, in this present time, by Yahweh Shai, when he gets the green light from the Most High Yahweh. It says, I beheld them because, right, okay. And concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and the time. Okay. And you had these different nations, which they ain't gonna be totally destroyed like Esau is, you know, but they gonna be living in righteousness. All right, and it'll be our job to keep them in line. And I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Right, that's Yahweh Shai coming to the Most High, and there was giving him dominion and glory and kingdom, and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. So the kingdom's going to be given to Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and that's the times we're going into right now. Okay, his dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom Salakia, and his kingdom which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. So that's right. That's gonna be the last kingdom, man. All right. That's when you could say this is it. Ain't nothing else gonna happen again. All right. But guess what, man? You might not want to hear it. 2/3 might not want to hear it, but this place is going out by way of fire. All right. In these times, because the prophecies are coming to pass, man. It has to happen eventually. Ain't no better time than now. All right. I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit in the midst of my body, and the vision of my head troubled me. I came near one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all this, the angel, one of the angels. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the thing. These great beasts, which are four kings. So these are the four kingdoms that really matter. Okay, you have these other rulerships that I mentioned, but they don't really matter, man. You know they had to happen for their own reason. But as far as prophecy's sakes, this is the main ones you need to know about. Okay, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, and the Romans. All right, and the Romans came back again through their system, through NATO and the EU, keeping that same system. All right, but the saints of them, it says, which shall arise out of the earth. Right. Then it says, verse 18, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So this place has an end. All right. And when you see the prophecies coming to pass, you see those missiles are being set up to bring that fire. All right. And that's how this place is going out, by fire. Okay. And it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. How are you going to take the kingdom? All right, we just read that the kingdom is going to be given to Yahweh Shai. All right, and and it says, and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And that means forever. All right, And then let me get this real quick, just to make that point. If lock here real quick, I'm gonna close on this. Close on this one right here. It's Romans 8:17. And if children, then heirs. Well, I gotta go up one more verse. All right. Romans 8. Right. And I'll go to 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And how do you? It's not about a color thing or how you look, a complexion thing. It's about your spirit, you know, and bringing out this word, pushing this word, you understanding it, you prophesying, so that your spirit is showing you. So the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So we joint heirs under Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because if Yahweh Shai is the son of the Most High, okay, and if children, then heirs, man. All right, because Yahweh Shai is heir to the throne, okay, and we're children, so we with Yahweh Shai, man. So we joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, okay. We're with him, so Yahweh Shai is the main guy. Now you going to the club and you got the guys gonna get you to the front line. What they gonna say? Yeah, they're with me. Okay, so we're with Yahweh Shai. Okay, if so, be that we suffer with him, right? And we suffer on this side, man. Okay, and that's how you conduct yourself, man. Suffer, to have patience, that we may be also glorified together, and that's gonna be in the kingdom. When it said we shall take the kingdom, man. The saints shall take the kingdom. We're going to take it under Yahweh Shai, under Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. For I reckon that it says, glorified together, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Because this place is temporal. Our suffering is temporal. Okay. But that glory is going to be forever and ever. So that was a lesson through the Spirit. Lord was edifying. I want to say all praise goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostle and Elder Millstone. Salutations to Akhmat pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty. Shalom.